The Pig Ghost's Tale, The Price of Discord. One day, while Elder Moggallana the Great was descending Mount Vulture Peak alongside Elder Lakha, he suddenly smiled as they reached a certain spot. Curious, Elder Lakha inquired about the reason behind the smile. However, Elder Moggallana kindly requested him to postpone the question until they met the Buddha. The two elders then continued their journey and went on their alms pilgrimage in Rajagaha. After returning, they paid their respects to the Buddha and took their seats. At that moment, Elder Lakha repeated his question. Elder Moggallana explained that he had smiled because he had seen an unusual and haunting sight, a ghost with a human body and a pig-like head. From its mouth grew a tail writhing with maggots. It was a being unlike any he had ever encountered, and the strangeness of the vision had caused him to smile. The Buddha said, "Monks, my disciples indeed have wise eyes to see such things. I too saw this creature while seated on the throne of enlightenment. Yet, I thought to myself, if men were to doubt my words, it would bring them harm. Out of compassion for others, I chose to remain silent. However, now that Moggallana bears witness, I can speak the truth boldly. Monks, Moggallana has spoken nothing but the truth." During the time of Buddha Kassapa, two venerable elders lived harmoniously in a serene village monastery. One was 60 years old, while the other was 59. Despite their close ages, the younger elder treated the older with the utmost respect and care, as though he were his own brother. He diligently carried the elder's bowl and robe, walking beside him as a constant companion. One day, a Dharma-preaching monk visited their residence. It happened to be the appointed day for the hearing of the law. The two elders warmly welcomed their guest, extending their hospitality, and said to him, "Good sir, kindly share the law with us." In response, he delivered a profound teaching. Their hearts were filled with joy as they reflected, "We have been blessed with a true preacher." The two elder monks brought the Dharma-preaching monk with them to preach the Dharma to villagers during their alms pilgrimage. The Dharma-preaching monk noticed that these two elder monks were extremely gentle and kind, which gave rise to a sinister plan to drive them away from the monastery and occupy the place himself. He began speaking ill of the two monks in an attempt to create a rift between them. Eventually, his manipulative words achieved their goal, and a mild conflict arose between the two elder monks, prompting them to leave the monastery and go their separate ways. As for the elders, no matter where they went, peace of mind eluded them. The senior elder brooded, "What a grievous wrong the novice has done." The moment he met this Dharma-preaching monk, he told him, "Avoid the senior elder at all costs." Similarly, the junior elder lamented, "What a terrible wrong the senior elder has done." As soon as he saw this Dharma-preaching monk, he told him, "Steer clear of the junior monk." Their troubled thoughts consumed them, leaving them unable to rehearse the sacred word or focus their minds. After 100 years, the two elder monks unknowingly reunited at the same monastery in the western country, receiving shared quarters. When the senior elder saw the junior enter, he immediately recognized him and wept. The junior, with tears in his eyes, hesitated but then saluted the elder and asked, "Reverend sir, during all the time I cared for you and accompanied you, did I ever act improperly in thought, word, or deed?" The senior elder replied, "No, brother, never." "Then why did you tell the Dharma-preaching monk to avoid me?" questioned the junior elder. The senior denied it, explaining that he had heard the junior said the same about him. Realizing they had been manipulated to turn against each other, they confessed their misunderstandings and reconciled after a century of unrest. Together, they resolved, "Let us go and drive him out of the monastery," and set out to confront the Dharma-preaching monk. When the Dharma-preaching monk saw the two elders, he approached them with the intention of taking their bowls and robes. However, the elders rebuked him sharply, snapping their fingers in his face and declaring, "You are unworthy to reside in this monastery." Unable to withstand the humiliation, the Dharma-preaching monk fled immediately, abandoning the monastery in disgrace. Although he had practiced meditation for 20,000 years, his inability to endure criticism led to a tragic downfall. Upon passing from that state of existence, he was reborn in the Avicii hell, a realm of intense suffering. There he endured torment for the duration of an interval between two Buddhas. Even now, he continues to experience unimaginable suffering on Mount Vulture Peak, bound to a form described in earlier accounts. After sharing the story, The Buddha addressed the monks, saying, "Monks, a practitioner should cultivate tranquility in thought, word, and deed." He then recited the following stanza: "Guard your words, restrain your thoughts, commit no wrongdoing with your body. By mastering these three pathways of action, one attains the path revealed by the wise." Dhammapada Verse 281. Guard your words, restrain your thoughts, commit no wrongdoing with your body. By mastering these three pathways of action, one attains the path revealed by the wise.